Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's edition of the Morning Mindset Motivation. Today, I'd like to take a few minutes to talk about the competitive mind. Let's first examine this idea. It's certainly possible to get rich in any business, but statistics shows us that there are two ways that you're going to dramatically increase your chances of getting rich. The two ways are either starting a business or working in some type of commission-based sales. Those two pursuits enable you to leverage your work, your time, and depending upon your production, are able to increase the amount of money that you make. The competitive mindset is so ingrained in both of those that it's very difficult to conduct business or approach a sales career without falling victim to that competitive mind. Let me give you an example. Typically, in any kind of sales, they're always going to rank. You're going to have whoever sells the most, whether it be the first day of the month, the last day of the month, the last day of the year. They're going to be ranked. And that's built into the culture. If you're top of the list, well, you feel good, but you're always looking over your shoulder. If you're number 2, what can I do to get to number 1? And certainly if you're number 20, you're going to be thinking, what am I doing wrong that number 1 and number 2 are doing? The fact of it is there's plenty of business for everyone to go around. Let me give you an example. I'm in real estate in the Austin area. There have been some months that our MLS, it covers a 5-county area, that our market supports $1 billion in overall sales. Now, since there's typically a seller and a buyer on both of those transactions, you have 2 different agents. So you have a total of 6% of that, usually, is going to go to commissions. Of that $1 billion, that represents $60 million in total gross commissions available in that market. Now, an individual agent would be doing great. I mean, absolutely fantastic. They'd be in the top 1% of the market if they made $1 million a year. And to make $1 million a year, that's roughly about $85,000 a month. That $85,000 divided by 60 million represents like 1/10 of 1% of the entire market. So in the competitive mindset where someone else might be doing better than me, there's so much business out there that it will and it can and it does support a number of people doing the exact same thing. I would suggest that if you find yourself, because I've done it, if you find yourself in that competitive mindset and you start comparing your results to someone else, one tactic that has worked for me is to simply wish the same for that other person, who you may not even know, but wish the same for them that you'd wish for yourself. Ideally, what you want to do is eliminate that idea of competition, because they're truly not your competitor. Your competitor is yourself in how effective you can be and in working the principles of the book that we're been studying, The Science of Getting Rich, and increasing your overall production. Got a long-winded, but I hope that was useful. I hope you all have a great day.